Hi everybody, welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be tying a variation of the Cats Whisker called the Cats Whisker Booby. So it might be very familiar to some, others not so much, but to me it's one of my go-to patterns. Look, the Cats Whisker itself was tied initially by a guy called David Train back in the 80s, and it was called a cat's whisker because he used some of his cat's whiskers to stiffen the wing to prevent it from wrapping around the hook. But nowadays I don't think we get that problem, and there are many variations of this fly, and it catches many fish every single year. So before we get into it, I'll just have a chat about the dressing. So the hook is size 10, tail is white marabou, and so is the wing, and the body is lime or fluorescent green straggle. The eyes are 4.5-5 mil ether foam eyes. So let's get that out and changed. I'm going to be using white tying silk, so that when we tie on the body, I don't want a dark underbody to shine through. I want the body to pop, because the white will reflect all the light from underneath. Look, so all I've done is tied on a little way down the hook shank and come back up to the middle, and then as with all my boobies, what I do is I tie the booby eyes on first, couple of turns to secure it to the shank, and then rotate it so that the eyes are then perpendicular to the hook shank, and then use several figure of eights to secure it. Okay, you can leave these off until the end if you want, but this is the way I dress them. So one or two more, and then all I do is take the tying silk down to the hook bend. Okay, with that, just release some of the pressure on that. Take about 1/2 inch of white marabou plumes, give them a little twist, and then off them up, and in loose turns just secure them onto the hook shank, and then in close touching turns work them back down, or work your tying silk back down towards the tying point for that tail. Okay, so because I use this as an international rule fly, I need the tail to be of or under a certain length, so overall the fly is no bigger than 15/16 of an inch. So let's have a look. Yeah, that should do it. So the next thing then is to take our lime green or fluorescent green straggle, secure that onto the hook shank, and then back down and back up, just to ensure that the underbody is smooth and the material is secure. Okay, so what we'll do then is, as we wrap, make sure we push back all those fibres so none of them, or as few as possible, get trapped. And what we can do is take an extra wrap, push that between the eyes, and that will force our eyes under tension, look, and then catch that in couple of turns, and then with the scissors use your finger to push the tie and silk away and trim off the waste. So once that's done, we'll just ensure that those fibres are all pushed out of the way, and you can see it's made a nice body there. Finally then we get some more white marabou fibres, trim those off, and then what I do then is I set that between the booby eyes, one figure of 8, pull it down, and then one more, and then lift up the waist and trim it off. Okay, so a couple more figure of 8s now, just to ensure that that wing is really secure. And then in front of the eye, a couple of turns and whip finish. Just trim this off. Lift up the wing, and I like my wing slightly shorter than the tail. Just add a final thing now, dab of varnish to secure that wing and any loose turns. So pull those eyes apart and drop the varnish in there a little bit more. And then turn him upside down and drop a varnish in there, and that is the Cats Whisker Booby. So there are a number of variations which I'll do videos on, but ultimately this fly, overcast days, it glows in the water and fish are attracted from yards away. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Cheers then.